talk about
Netflix and no chill.
We are following developing news that has left Breakfast Club fans asking one question. What happened to YouTube? For years, millions watched on YouTube, and now the show has exclusively moved to Netflix, leaving longtime fans frustrated and upset.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none. So now we gotta find other content to do that can go on our other platforms.
It's JEJE vibe.
Feel the vibe, feel the vibe, feel the vibe, feel the vibe.
It's a vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to JEJE Vibe.
We're back.
You know I got my amazing, beautiful queen with me.
Thanks, my handsome boo.
So Lewis and Gabriel, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe. Where else would you rather want to be?
Yeah, we're matching.
You already know it's JEJE Vibe. We're in the building. We gotta talk about
Netflix and no chill.
Netflix and iHeart Media are coming together for an exclusive video podcast deal. Wendy Lee reports more than 15 original iHeart Media podcasts, like The Breakfast Club, will be available on Netflix in a multi-year deal that kicks off in 2026. This is part of Netflix's strategy to diversify its content and compete with other podcast giants like YouTube. This comes after Netflix's announcement in October that it would stream 16 Spotify video podcasts across a variety of topics such as sports, culture, and true crime.
Netflix is becoming something. But before we dive into Netflix itself, we got to talk about the deal that was announced that iHeart Radio, famous for being the parent company that owns The Breakfast Club, penned a deal with Netflix.
Netflix Inc.'s iHeart Media deal for exclusive video podcasts featuring Charlemagne the God, Chelsea Handler, and more. Full episodes will no longer be on YouTube. Netflix is plugging more podcasts into its programming lineup through an exclusive video podcast deal with iHeart Media, including popular radio talk show The Breakfast Club, hosted by Charlemagne the God and Chelsea Handler's weekly podcast.
Speculated deal.
Based on what they're saying about it.
Because the speculations have been going around. Not an official deal now.
Speculations. Most of the podcasts on the platform is moving to Netflix, including The Breakfast Club. The famous Breakfast Club. Charlemagne, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious,
and their network associated.
Everybody is moving to Netflix.
Based on the speculations now.
iHeartMedia will maintain distribution and audio rights, which they say will only provide fans more ways to connect with the personalities they love and open the door to new audiences.
We have to understand that The Breakfast Club is a radio show. Mainly, you listen to it on the radio and you come to see the videos on YouTube.
So it became from a radio show to an online radio.
When you do these think pieces with no thought, and you say that The Breakfast Club is losing viewership because we're no longer on YouTube. Let's have intellectually honest conversations. If you say, because everybody saw the clip of Jess Hilarious this week. If you say that people are upset we're no longer on YouTube, that's very accurate. There are people that are upset that we're no longer on YouTube.
Yeah, they have to go through one more thing to watch the show. Yeah. There's an inconvenience to it.
Change is hard for people. I get it. You know what I mean? So there are people who are upset.
They're like engaging in the comment section. They like feeling like they're part of the conversation, for sure.
But when you say things like Breakfast Club is losing viewership, you cannot.
How would they know that?
You can't have that conversation if you don't know what our viewership on Netflix is. I need people to be smarter. That's why I salute to my guy Art. You know, I was talking to Art and I saw Art do a video, but it's like I told Art the same thing. It's like when these people have these conversations about Breakfast Club losing viewership, you got to say, well, what are they doing on Netflix? What are the numbers on Netflix?
Charlemagne.
And now you're trying to move your fans that you have guarded over the years, more than a decade. Them coming to consume your product on YouTube, moving them to Netflix.
Yep, Netflix being the platform that just shows documentaries here and there, and then seasoned movies.
We all know what Netflix is. From the beginning, Netflix has just been a movie platform.
Yeah, initially they used to be episodes platform. If you want to watch it commercial free.
Not a platform for podcast.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected.
You don't go to Netflix to go watch a podcast.
Yeah, I guess on Netflix part, maybe they're trying to dive into the podcast market now.
I guess. And now, since they've dived in, you're having a famous show like The Breakfast Club taken away from the fans.
Yeah, but why use The Breakfast Club as a form of speculation deal, knowing how big Netflix is?
Crazy.
Twitter people just misinterpreting what Jess said. They think she said y'all lost viewers, and I never said that.
Well, that's why Jess got to stop talking.
No,
y'all don't notice when Jess talks, something bad happens?
Yo. And when I don't talk, I don't need the job. That shit is crazy. Lying, nuh-uh.
But once again, I don't know what to tell y'all. There's tens of millions of people watching on Netflix. Netflix is... all my issues with Netflix get discussed with Netflix.
What did I say to y'all? I said he probably go up there every day, but I know he goes up there, he calls every time it's a problem. I also told y'all that. That's crazy. They're just trying to throw me under the bus.
Well, Netflix is... Listen, Netflix... anything that requires change, it's you're going to see some things. It's like things aren't going to be... I guess you got to get used to it. Y'all been watching us on YouTube for 15 years.
The fans are not happy.
We are following developing news that has left Breakfast Club fans asking one question. What happened to YouTube? For years, millions watched on YouTube, and now the show has exclusively moved to Netflix, leaving longtime fans frustrated and upset.
The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne and the rest of them, they have something to say about it.
Envy, what do you say to fans who say they feel betrayed by the move to Netflix?
I don't know why they would feel betrayed. I mean, you're still getting the same content, and change is great. You're still putting out clips, and you can always comment under our Instagram pages. You do the same thing. I am not the light-skinned sugar cookie.
They try to make a joke about it after being the one personally trying to now beg people to go watch their episodes on Netflix.
Pissed off right now. Okay, another clip, but we're on Netflix, man. Stop acting like y'all don't have motherfucking Netflix. I'm sick of y'all acting like y'all don't have Netflix. It actually disgusts me. If there was any other paywall, I would completely understand. Netflix been around
just as long as The Breakfast Club. It's on everybody's remote controls. It's in hotel rooms. You got Netflix. Talk about, we ain't paying for Breakfast Club. You paid for Diddy Doc. You paid for Stranger Things. You paid to watch Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. You know why you paid? Because you've been paying for Netflix for the last 15 years. It's not like, Breakfast Club is on there now, so now we charging you more money to watch. Just go to the podcast section, click on the podcast section, type in Breakfast Club, and everything be right there. Donkey of the day, the full interview, whatever you're looking for, the full episode. Go do it, man. Okay?
Trying to now beg people to go watch their episodes on Netflix, whereby Netflix is saying that their content cannot carry over to the social media.
Own everything.
But during an Instagram live, Jess Hilarious said engagement is down.
Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence. None.
So they can only post like 3 minutes clip.
Fans have really been talking about these 3-minute clips. They don't like them. What can you say to them?
There's a lot of things in life that only last for less than 3 minutes, and y'all be fine with it.
So even if you have your favorite interviews that they might have in the future, you now have to go to Netflix, which is a paid platform, to go see The Breakfast Club.
Whereby you've already been seeing those interviews for free on YouTube now, where they've been.
The comment section, where the fans can be able to like interact with the whole program. You're taking that away from them. They can't comment on that watching it on Netflix.
That's true, because Netflix doesn't have that feature.
You can drop a comment on Netflix. Crazy.
All of these so-called smart people on social media, all of these YouTube bloggers, everybody making these comments. Now, one person has said, how many people are watching on Netflix?
Ooh.
So we'll see how this whole thing plays out. So far, the fans are not happy.
And besides, the whole podcast space, which Breakfast Club is nothing but an online radio, but you could somewhat pass it off as a podcast, is highly competitive.
Facts.
So if they move to Netflix now, there are so many other podcasters that would take the interviews of the people that are coming to Breakfast Club, and they won't be missed.
Crazy.
Jess Hilarious, who started the conversation by bringing up the numbers in the first place. Fans are saying that no one wants to watch The Breakfast Club anymore, right? Because it's no longer on YouTube. What do you have to say to that?
I ain't even see nobody say that. How dare they?
Cap. This is not a space that you go away from. You don't step away. Well, I guess the money, according to the money.
Yeah, so, but that's the thing. Why try to move based on future promised money or speculation deal now? Not an actually signed deal before actually now having it make rounds.
Crazy.
What do you say to people who say you're getting a bag over the culture?
Don't worry about our bag. I don't worry about your bag. Now we ain't getting no bag, man. Look, to be honest, man, I am driving the same Honda Civic as J. Cole.
Cap. Crazy. Breakfast Club. We'll see how this whole thing plays out with Netflix. Netflix are trying to pivot to podcasts.
And it has not been working so far. We see what they did with the show that everybody watches now, Popping the Balloon.
Yeah. They tried to start their own Pop the Balloon and
they turned it into somewhat a reality. They took away the originality of it.
Facts. So, we'll see how this whole thing plays out with Netflix. I guess Netflix is trying to pivot to something new. We'll watch it out, play it out. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You know it's JEJE 5.
Oh, JEJE.